Hello, Golden State Warriors fans. We're back with an exclusive video bringing you the latest updates from the world of the Dubs. Before diving into this impactful news, we ask that you subscribe to the channel and like the video. These actions help keep you updated daily with the most important basketball news. Let's get to it. In a shocking update for many fans, Draymond Green, a central figure in the Golden State Warriors dynasty, is officially leaving. He is now preparing to start a new chapter of his career with the Chicago Bulls. Drafted by the Warriors in 2012, Green is not only recognized for his defensive talent and on-court versatility, but also for the intensity he brings off the court. This move marks the end of a glorious era for the Warriors and the beginning of an intriguing challenge for Green in Chicago. Green joins the Bulls with the promise of elevating the team's defensive quality. His aggressive style and relentless energy are seen as factors that could transform the team's defense and revitalize the competitiveness of a franchise that has struggled to find consistency in recent years. When we think of Draymond Green and his impact on the Warriors, an impressive list of achievements comes to mind. He helped the franchise win 4 NBA championships, earned 2 Olympic gold medals, and was named Defensive Player of the Year in 2017. His legacy is indisputable, and he will always be remembered as one of the greatest defenders in the history of the league. One of Green's defining characteristics as a player is his ability to defend multiple positions, something that became indispensable for the modern style of play in the NBA. Additionally, he excelled as a facilitator on offense with unmatched court vision for a power forward. His smart plays and precise passes often created scoring opportunities that other players simply couldn't see. However, in recent years, Green's relationship with the Warriors has been marked by ups and downs. Controversies both on and off the court began to draw more attention than his performance. He was involved in public altercations with teammates, such as Jordan Poole, and accumulated incidents that resulted in suspensions. The Warriors' early elimination in the 2023 playoffs seemed to be the definitive breaking point. Internal tensions in the locker room became evident, and Green's relationship with the franchise no longer appeared sustainable. After years as a cornerstone of the team, Green chose to decline his player option and explore the free agent market. The Bulls quickly emerged as the ideal destination for Green. The team, looking to improve its defense, saw in the veteran the missing piece to strengthen their front line. Green's arrival has an immediate impact, both in terms of defensive skill and leadership. What Chicago fans can expect is a player who thrives under pressure and raises the competitive level of the team. Green has a strong personality, which can motivate the squad to face bigger challenges. His presence on the court brings an intensity and energy that are hard to match. Green is known for his unique approach to basketball, combining grit, versatility, and intelligence. As a defender, he can take on opponents of different sizes and positions, earning him a reputation as one of the league's greatest defenders. His ability to read the game and anticipate opponents' moves is unparalleled. In addition to his defense, Green also acts as a secondary playmaker, even as a power forward. This ability to transition between different roles made him indispensable to the Warriors' tactical scheme. In the most decisive moments, Green took on the role of leader on the court, being a key piece in the team's famous small ball lineups. Off the court, Green's intensity continues to be a central theme. He is known as the heart and soul of the Golden State Warriors, but his strong personality has not always been well received. Clashes with opponents, complaints to referees, and a fiery temper have marked his career. However, his teammates often highlight the positive impact of his passion and competitiveness on the team's overall performance. Green has never been afraid to challenge his teammates, always demanding the best from them. Now in Chicago, the expectation is that Green will help the Bulls overcome their recent struggles. The franchise needs consistent leadership and a solid defense, and Green appears to be the perfect solution. His selfless playing style, focused on collective success, could bring positive results for the Bulls. Green is not a player concerned with personal stats. He is willing to do the dirty work, whether it's blocking opponents or guiding the defense. However, the question remains whether Green's impact will be enough to transform the Bulls into a playoff competitive team. He arrives at a time when the franchise desperately needs a new identity, and Green has the tools to help build that. Draymond Green is not just a player. He's a force both on and off the court. For the Chicago Bulls, his arrival is not merely an addition to the roster, but an opportunity to reshape the team's identity. In recent years, the Bulls have shown flashes of competitiveness but have never achieved enough consistency to establish themselves as a dominant force in the East. With Green, the franchise gains not only an elite defender, but also a strategist who elevates the level of his teammates. His ability to command the defense with authority is something the Bulls have lacked for years, and his experience in high-pressure games is precisely what the team needs to inspire young talents to reach new heights. Over the past few seasons, the Chicago Bulls have struggled to find clear leadership within their roster. While the team boasts talented players like Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan, the absence of a figure who inspires in the locker room and demands accountability has been evident. Green arrives as that missing piece. His energy, often controversial, is also what drives teams to push beyond their limits. He is not just a player who leads with words. His actions on the court show that he's willing to do whatever it takes to win. Whether it's fighting for a loose ball or guarding the opposing team's best player, Green puts the collective above any individual ego. Draymond Green's move to an Eastern Conference team also presents a new challenge. During his career with the Golden State Warriors, he consistently faced the best teams in the West, dealing with powerful offenses and fast-paced dynamics. However, the Eastern Conference often adopts a different style, one that is more physical and defensive. Green's adaptation to the East style could be a game-changer for the Bulls. His defensive versatility will allow him to match up against explosive wings and dominant centers like Joel Embiid. Green's proven ability to adjust to different styles of play throughout his career will now need to reach another level as he represents a Chicago team seeking redemption. Beyond the technical aspects, Draymond Green also brings something that doesn't always show up in the stats: cultural impact. At the Golden State Warriors, he was the emotional link that kept the team united during its most challenging campaigns. His authenticity, combined with his willingness to challenge his teammates, made him a respected leader. At the Bulls, he is expected to take on that same role. Chicago's team has history, but it lacks a presence that can be seen as the team's heart. Green can be that figure, someone who not only inspires his teammates but also unites fans around a new identity. However, with great expectations come significant challenges. Green will need to balance his intensity with the patience required to build connections in a new franchise. He will be in a completely different environment, surrounded by new faces and a fan base that still needs to be won over. Even with his departure, it's impossible to ignore the impact Draymond Green left on the Golden State Warriors. The Dub Nation owes much of its success to him, both for what he did on the court and for what he represented off it. His absence will be felt in many ways, from aggressive defense to the way he challenged his teammates to be better. The Warriors now face a new reality. With Green's departure, the franchise will need to find a way to fill the void left by one of its dynasty's pillars. This will not be easy. Green wasn't just a player. He was the emotional engine of the team, the one who set the tone in decisive games. Despite all the turbulent moments, it's undeniable that he will be remembered as a franchise legend. His jersey might even be retired one day, immortalizing him in Golden State's history. With Green's departure, the Warriors' management faces a significant challenge: redefining the team's future. The core formed by Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, and Green was the foundation of a historic era. Now, without one of its pillars, the franchise must reinvent itself. The main question is how the Warriors will fill the gap left by Green. There are players on the roster who can take on some of his defensive responsibilities, but it's hard to imagine anyone matching the combination of skill, leadership, and intelligence he brought to the table. Jonathan Kuminga, for example, is a young talent who could benefit from Green's departure, receiving more minutes and responsibilities. However, he still needs to prove that he can handle the pressure and intensity required on a team aiming for the title. Another possibility is for the Warriors to seek reinforcements in the market. The problem is that the team's salary cap is already high, limiting its options. Therefore, Green's departure not only impacts on-court performance, but also puts the franchise's management in a delicate position regarding planning. Draymond Green leaves the Warriors as one of the most polarizing figures in NBA history. For some, he's an essential player whose versatility and basketball IQ defined a generation. For others, his controversies and explosive behavior overshadow his brilliance. In Chicago, he will have the chance to write a new chapter. If he can channel his energy positively, he could become the catalyst the Bulls need to return to the top. On the other hand, if the same issues that arose in Golden State resurface, his stint in Chicago could be seen as a missed opportunity. The truth is that Draymond Green is a unique player. He doesn't fit traditional molds, which is why it's so difficult to classify him. What we do know is that wherever he goes, he leaves his mark. For both the Warriors and the Bulls, this transition marks the beginning of a new era. Golden State loses one of its greatest pillars, while Chicago gains a piece that could transform its identity. Fans of both teams have reasons to be excited. For Dub Nation, the challenge will be adapting to a new reality without one of its most iconic leaders. For Bulls fans, optimism is mixed with curiosity. How will Draymond Green impact the franchise's future? So fans, what do you think of this move? Will Draymond Green make history in Chicago, or will his absence be insurmountable for the Warriors? Share your opinion in the comments. Don't forget to like the video, share it, and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next NBA update.